Okay, Buster, this is a stick-up.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening and welcome to the show. As you're aware, we are in a slight economic crisis at the moment in this country, and everybody is affected, and the BBC is affected also. And there has been a tremendous cutback in program spending. Actually, the BBC have made so many cuts, it's rather like working in a large synagogue. All members of the BBC staff have what is known as your backs to the wall, which is perhaps the safest way to walk around this building. One of the questions... Cheers. God bless. Oh, it's one way to clean your teeth. One of the questions I'm asked is, why do I sit down when I work on television? And it's very simple. If I stood up, I'd bloody fall over. But actually, I never drink before the show. That's why I can't wait to get on. And I can tell you here and now, it is not water. That is booze. I don't drink water. The reason being, fish fornicate in water. And little boys do even worse things, so I'm not. And we are told that the first stages of alcoholism is when you develop a raging thirst. Personally, I never let it get that far. We all have in us what is known as the inner man, our conscience. And there are times when I'm walking down the road and I feel I'm coming close to a pub, I think I'll pop in and have a drink. The inner man gets to work at me and he said, you don't need a drink. And I said, well, it's not a case of needing a drink. I just thought I'd go and have one. He said, well, you don't want one. You don't need one. Now prove to yourself that you are a man, that you are in charge of yourself. Not only mentally, but physically. Prove to yourself that you can walk by that pub without going in. And I walk, and as I get closer to the pub, he's all the time telling me, come on, walk on, keep a straight back, keep on, keep going, that's it, walk by the pub, and I do. And he says to me, see, I told you you could do it. And because you were so good about doing it, I'll go back and buy you a drink. Actually, I was in a bar quite recently. Don't know why, I just went in, and I was standing there, and a fellow came in, he had no arms. So he said to me, excuse me, I have some money in my top pocket. I wonder if you'd take out some money and get me a drink. So I took out the money out of his top pocket, and I ordered a pint for him, and he said, I wonder if you'd hold it up while I drink it. So I'm holding it up, and he's going, drinking away there. And then he says, I've got some cigarettes in my pocket. Would you take out my cigarettes? And my matches are in my other pocket. Take out a cigarette, put it in my mouth, and light it. And I do. And then he said, can I have another drink? So I take the cigarette out of his mouth and feed him some more booze. And this goes on all through the evening. And then he turned to me and he said, could you tell me where the lavatory is? So I said, just go, turn right by the bar, out that door, and catch a number 37 bus. I very, very seldom, if I'm in a pub, go to the loo. Because they're generally very crowded, and you have to stand behind that row of fellas. And one of them will look over his shoulder and say, hey, there's Dave Allen, and they all turn around. And I go, hey, doesn't that fella Mike Yarwood twitch? I don't know if you've ever noticed, but there are times when my glass is nearly empty. Not very often, but occasionally. And then I introduce some sketches. And when we come back after the sketches, by some miracle, my glass is full again. Well, my glass is very nearly empty now, which might signify to the more observant members of the audience that I am about to introduce some sketches. There's the church. Ethel! For you!
Hello?
Your early morning call, sir.
Thank you. Having heard all the evidence, I am still not absolutely convinced that you are the man who has been making these vile, obscene telephone calls. Is there anything you have to say?
Yes, lady. What colour are your knickers?
Blue. A little bit of white lace.
Morning. Do you have any red teddy bears?
Yes, sir. Would you try our basic?
Can I have a red teddy bear, please?
Oh, yes, sir, of course.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Miss Jones, there's a Mr. Barraclough in the waiting room. He's called to discuss the Calderwell project. And by the way, Miss Jones, your typing of that contract was deplorable. I noted at least 6 mistakes, and it was very badly laid out, and that's not all. I found that 2 of the papers relating to it had not been filed. You really will have to do better, Miss Jones, and that goes for your timekeeping as well. Please remember that the working day starts at 8 o'clock and not 3 minutes past, and that the lunch hour is strictly an hour and not 65 minutes. You can go down to the cashier and get your cards. Now, please send in Mr. Barraclough.
Oh, great throw, mate. Wow, there we go.
And you were going to come on next.
It is said that love makes the world go round. Personally, I thought it had something to do with the gravitational pull of the sun. Love makes the world go round. What a load of rubbish. Might make it go up and down a bit, but it certainly makes it... Good evening, sir. Are you ready to order now?
Yes. Yes, I think I'd like to start with an avocado pear, please.
Avocado pear, thank you, sir. And...
I think I'd like...
My God, your eyes are so blue.
Would you order for me, darling, please?
Yes.
And your neck. Your lips.
Smoked salmon for the lady.
Please, don't.
I think Chateaubriand steak for 2.
All my life I've been waiting for someone like you. And now at last I've found you.
Oh, no, please, don't.
With courgettes and sauteed potatoes.
Kiss me. Please love me.
Would you like a few mushrooms on yours, darling?
Oh, yes.
Mushrooms, please, waiter.
Here, your shoulders.
And peas. I think peas would be nice.
Kiss me.
And apple pie and cream.
I can't believe this is happening to me.
It's like some incredible dream.
Ah, now what about the wine? Oh, she nearly forgot about the wine, silly Billy. Let's see. Bread, I think. What about Chateau Mouton Rothschild 59? It was a very good year, I believe. Yes, a bottle of Mouton Rothschild. And then I think it would be really yummy to follow all that with just a peck at the cheese board, eh?
Oh, that was wonderful, darling. Oh, doesn't making love give you an appetite?
What do we have? Danish blue, camembert, gorgonzola. And then I think 2 rather dark coffees with just a dash of cream, and I'll have a cognac, and how about a Tia Maria, Cicely? Does all that satisfy you, darling?
I'm sorry, sir. I seem to have missed that. I wonder, could you give me the whole order again?
Whole order?
Yes, please.
Oh, God. Oh, well, what was it now? Avocado pear.
Strange behavior. I suppose we're all guilty of strange behavior. There's a little bit of the Walter Mitty in all of us. But I suppose the one place that we tend to fantasize more than anywhere else is in the privacy of a bathroom. For example, when I'm having a bath, Benjamino Gili and Maria Callas won a very bad second to me and my rubber duck.
La 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 la. Quack, 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 quack.
And how many, when you think about it, how many men get out of the baths and stand in front of the mirror and go, me, Tarzan? And to think about how many women get out of the bath and stand there and go, me, Tarzan, in a hump. But actually, for kind of fantasizing is when you're cleaning your teeth. That's the best. Because you can be anybody. I mean, you just go...
Okay, boys. What did you do with the Maltese Falcon? I didn't touch the Maltese Falcon. I'm just trying to clean my teeth and I think that the brush into my mouth.
Ah, Jim, lad. Ah, Jim, your turn in the barrel tonight.
My name is Bello Gossi. And the reason I talk like this is because I don't like the taste of my bloody toothpaste. Good evening. I am going to drink your blood.
When you gargle, you can do great things. General Armin. I wonder how the Pope brushes his teeth. It is not only in the privacy of a bathroom that people behave strangely. Strange behavior is around us every day, even in what might appear to be the most normal situations.
Fillet of a fenny snake, in the cauldron boil and bake. Eye of newt and toe of frog, wool of bat and tongue of dog. Adder's fork and blindworm's sting, lizard's leg and howlet's wing. For a charm of powerful trouble, like a hell broth boil and bubble.
Why doesn't your mother cook like other people?
I want you to relax, Mr. Smythe. Relax. Look at the hands of the clock. Look at the hands of the clock. Find yourself drifting. You're beginning to sleep. Feel heavy. And while you sleep, you lose all your cares and worries. Mr. Smythe, I will now clap my hands. When I clap my hands, you will wake, and you will be free of all your frustrations and inhibitions.
11:10. 11:10. 11:10. 11:10. 11:10.
Mr. Smythe!
11:10.
Mr. Smythe!
11:10. 11:10. 11:10. 11:10.
1:21. Right? Footsteps on my island. Means I'm not alone. Somebody else is on my island. Two sets of footprints. I wonder if one of them is a woman. A woman. Thank God. Fellow inhabitant. If I'd been alone here by myself much longer, I would have gone mad. But now I can sit and talk with two sets of foot. And one of them might be a woman. What if the other one's a man? And he wants that woman? I'll kill him! I won't sit and talk with him! I'll kill him! And then I will have that woman all to myself in this island. We shall start a whole race of island people. Three sets of footprints. I have occasionally, and I don't know why, been accused of being irreligious. Some of my best friends are priests. Mind you, I wouldn't let my daughter marry one of them. I think that's rather unfair on priests. They're not allowed to get married. But on the other hand, when you think about it, it's more for us. I really think they should be allowed to get married. I think if a priest meets another priest and they like one another, they should be allowed to get married. You get a priest and a nun, and the nun turns to the priest and she says, do you ever think that the Holy Father will allow us, members of the clergy, to marry? And he says, I don't think so, Mother Superior. Not in our lifetime, or our children's, but perhaps in our children's children. You see, the Catholic Church does offer to Catholic women the choice of two things only: perpetual virginity or perpetual pregnancy. The lady in Ireland had 36 children, and the Holy Father heard about it. And he talked to his secretary and he says, I've heard about this lady in Ireland who has got a 36 bambinos. That's the way he talks. And he said, what am I going to do? I am going to go over to Ireland and I'm going to talk to this lady. She bring a 36 little Catholic bambinos into the world. So he walks to Ireland. And when he gets there, he meets the woman and he said, I have come all the way from Roma to talk to you because you have brought the 36 little bambinos into the world and you are a great mother. 36 children. And she said, oh, God bless you, Holy Father. Oh, God, I love you, Father. 36 children, eh? Boys and a girls, eh? And she says, oh, no. All boys. 36 of them, all boys. She says, 36 boys, huh? Every time a boy. She said, no, hundreds of times nothing. We are told, actually, that if we lead a good life on earth, our reward is heaven. And if we are especially good on earth, we go higher in heaven. There are higher positions in heaven. For example, all the members of the clergies, the various clergies, they go into higher areas, like head rabbis and Buddhist monks and bishops and cardinals, popes, they're all up higher. But there is one place, the highest place, and God reserves that for ladies who drive automobiles. Truly, God loves lady drivers, because lady drivers put the fear of God into more people than all other. We all need, the ladies didn't like that, did they? We all need a little religion. Not too much, just a little. And that's exactly what you're going to get. Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. It's a month since my last confession, and I've transgressed against the law of God. I've walked the path of the devil. I've committed great sins. I've drank far too much, and I've been gambling, and I've had lecherous thoughts about female sex. I have been a bad sinner, oh Father. Can I ever be forgiven? Of course you can, my son. Thank you. Thank you. Well, that's me done. Next! And we are very fortunate in having with us today Father O'Flynn, who has just returned after 15 years missionary work in Africa. And I will listen with you to what I'm sure will be a very interesting sermon from Father O'Flynn.
And the lightning shall split the sky. The heavens will open, and the deluge will begin. And the wrath of God will descend upon ye in a hail of fire and brimstone.
What not? The weather will be settled in other areas.
Excommunication! 6-1.
5-2, Barman. 5-2, Barman. Here, 6-4. 6-4. Don't take more.
Holy orders.
And they're under starters' orders. And they're off. Very quickly out of the tracks, straight away to the lead goes Dominican Blues. Dominican Blues followed by People Ball, Holy Orders and Excommunication. They've disappeared out of my sight behind the ball. But oh yes, reappearing still Dominican Blues. Dominican Blues being followed by People Ball very closely. People Ball making best on the corner on the left-hand turn as Holy Orders there. It's still Dominican Blues. Dominican Blues, People Ball, Holy Orders and Excommunication. And slowly crossing the line, it's Dominican Blues by a head, followed by People Ball, Holy Orders and Excommunication. A fine race there, and I should think this definitely puts Dominican Blues as favourites for next week's Altar Plate Stakes. All television shows get complaints, and we get more than our fair share. And the things they write and say, they say, as a good Christian, I hope that I will meet you in a dark alley. And I'll stick a knife in you. And I hope somebody smashes your head in and cuts your ears off. And expressions like, you need a good kick up your bum. And when you die, I pray to the good God that you will burn in hell forever. And that old Nick will sit on his shoulder with his trident right up your nostril. He always signed it, best wishes, and yours sincerely. Actually, it's very difficult to deal with complaints personally. I tend to leave it to the BBC because they have a trained staff who are trained specially to deal with such problems.
BBC Complaints Department? Yes, madam. Oh, you wish to complain about the play? Yes. What play? Oh, yes, the Big City. The one that's just finished, yes. Oh, there is some swearing in it. Oh, you counted 6 bloodies and 3 4-letter words. Yes. Well, the author's intention was to... Yes, but because of the nature of the... Yes, well, the characters portrayed were... Well, he didn't do it just for the sake of... It was necessary for the... Madam, may I... Madam, may I just... Madam, can I... Madam... Oh, piss off. BBC Complaints Department.
It's going to make the next gag very tame. There's a story about a little boy. Little boy who's got a terrible habit of saying bloody. And he's always getting into trouble because of this. He's always getting sent home from school and chastised, and his old man is hitting him, and oh. And one day he's going off to a party, and his father's putting down his overcoat and doing the buttons up, and he said, now listen, you're going off to this party. Now I want you to be on your very best behavior. Because if you swear there, if you say that terrible word which you're always saying, you will get sent home. And if you get sent home, I will beat the living daylights out of you. And the little kid said, I promise, Daddy, I will be very good. I won't say that naughty word. And off he goes to the party. And the father is digging in his garden. And a half an hour later, he looks up and sees his son walking up the road. Little chin, scuffling along. And his father leaps over the wall, grabs him by the hair, punches him, smacks him, kicks him, is sitting on his chest with his son's head in it, and he's beating him off the ground. And he said, you've been swearing. And he said, I wasn't swearing, I didn't swear. He said, well, why did you get sent home from the party? He said, because the bloody thing is not till tomorrow. One of the nice things about coming back and working for the BBC is that I meet old friends. Directors, producers, cameramen, lighting men, makeup, wardrobe, and a stage crew. Loaded drunks. Not to mention the various characters in the sketches that we have created over the series. They are very good friends. But I suppose the only difference between them and old soldiers is that they not only never die, they don't even fade away.
And throw! Dear, no!
In, Sergeant.
Morning, sir.
And what are we doing this morning?
We're grenade throwing, sir.
Oh, yes, well, carry on.
Right, sir. Try another dummy. In the right hand, pull a pin, arm back, and throw.
Jolly good. Well, go and fetch it.
Whoever the officer said, go and fetch it. Hold! And again, with that one. Pull a pin, arm back, throw.
Splendid. I think a real one this time, Sergeant.
Right, sir.
Little bit of the nitty-gritty. Bang bangs, you know?
Yes, sir. Right, thank you. Real grenade this time. Ready? Pull a pin. Arm back. Throw!
Shall I throw it again, sir?
I can't stand that chap. Young upstart. I realized that he insulted my felicity last night.
Really?
Yes. I actually have a good mind to challenge him to a duel.
I don't think that's a very good idea.
Why not?
He's the greatest duelist in the world.
Well, I shall just have to make sure that my expertise matches his. here comes the blighter now. Excuse me, sir. May I have a word with you?
Certainly, sir.
3 weeks ago, you insulted my wife.
Really? Very well, sir. My seconds will wait upon you. Swords at dawn.
Chivalry! The most important thing to any knight of the realm. The act of chivalry. Ah.
Help! Help! Help!
Aha! It is the wicked Black Knight, accosting a beautiful young maiden. Now to perform the act of chivalry.
Ha! You mitts of Montague, you'll be sorry for this.
Milady.
I told you you'd be sorry.
Sir Robert,
No, there's no use. Let me try.
Heave, Sir Michael!
Heave!
Heave!
One more.
What game do these knights play, Merlin?
'Tis no game, Arthur. 'Tis the legend.
Legend?
Aye, 'tis said he who draws the sword from the stone shall be the true and lawful king. Well done, Your Majesty.
Long live the king!
Long live the king!
Lycanthropy, a word to describe a man who believes himself to be a wolf. The curse of the werewolf. What devil would cast upon a man the curse of the werewolf? Pity that man who on certain times of the year, on certain demonic pagan festivals which happen to fall on the same night as the full moon. It is on such nights that the victim changes from man to werewolf, from man into a vicious, snarling beast, knowing that the only way that he can return to human form is to drink the blood and eat the flesh of another human.
silly boy. I told you not to lie on the bed. Oh, all right then, come on.
Good night. Thank you, and may your God go with you.